Hi, I'm Samantha Hawes, and in this video blog, I'm going to discuss how the e-reader is socially constructed and how it affects social relationships. The e-reader is a handheld device that was created to help eliminate the cumbersome printed book. The e-reader is a lightweight, compact device that holds several books at one time so that we essentially get all the books and all the options without the load. Over the years, the e-reader has evolved to be more than just a reading device. This evolution was based on the needs and concerns of various social groups. Our textbook says that technologies will evolve based on the different needs and concerns of the social groups that utilize the said technology. An example that was given in our textbook was the bicycle. Women needed to be able to ride the bicycle in a dress or a skirt. The everyday man wanted the bike to be safe and brake efficiently. The sporty man wanted the bike to be able to reach optimum speeds. In order to meet everyone's need, the bicycle was created in several versions that could be purchased based on which version suits each social group. The e-reader has evolved in a similar manner. The e-reader now has games and access to the internet to suit both children and young adults. It also has different parental controls as well as allotted time allowances that allow the parent to have some type of control over what their child is doing even when they are not there, fixing any of the concerns for these two social groups. Now we can talk about three other social groups and how the e-reader relates to them. These social groups are the reader, the writer, and the publisher. The reader now has a device that can hold all their books and is compact so that it can fit into a purse or a bag. This allows them to read the book on the beach, at a park, on the way to work on a train or a bus, and instead of having to choose which books they want to read ahead of time, they can now save time and just throw their e-reader in the bag and decide once they get to their destination or on the way to their destination. The writer now has the option to completely cut ties with the publisher. The writer now has an easier way to self-publish and distribute their books without using the means of print. Or, if the writer chooses to still use a publisher, the writer now has a larger audience to distribute to by using print and the e-reader. The publisher now has the option to go a cheaper route. Print is a very expensive option to print several books, and now they can offer their writers the option of cutting out that cost completely. Or, if they decide to still utilize the printed versions, they can use the printed versions and the e-reader versions so that they can reach a wider audience. Now we can look at how the e-reader affects social relationships with people as a whole, as well as with the certain social groups that we discussed earlier. As with any electronic device, the e-reader is a mesmerizing, consuming device. Our cell phones, our iPads, and our e-readers have a tendency to completely suck us in. With options such as the games and the internet, the e-reader now falls on the list of one of those devices. We are so consumed by the electronic device that we don't take the time to talk to those around us. We're not discussing what we're reading with the people around us. We're on the device reading the book. If we're at the park, we no longer have the front page or the front cover of a book to draw someone in to start a conversation. They only see us with our electronic device in our hand and tend to not speak to us. This eliminates some of the social conversations that may have been had previously when the e-readers did not exist. Another social relationship that is affected by the e-reader is the one between the writer and the publisher. As I said earlier, the writer now has the option to completely sever ties with the publisher. This affects the publisher's job and threatens the publisher's livelihood. If the writer chooses to not use the publisher anymore, the publisher now has to find a way to make the e-reader work for them, or some way that they can control the means of the e-reader so that the writer won't be able to completely sever ties with them and have them lose their jobs completely. This has affected their social relationship dramatically. Our book talks about how technology will continually evolve to fit the needs of these various social groups. And once these needs are met, the said technology will not need to evolve anymore. I believe that the e-reader has not yet reached that stage and still has more evolving to do. In order for the writer to be able to self-publish, there needs to be more marketing techniques that can be done through the e-reader, and the publisher needs to somehow have its needs met so that it won't be totally out of business. And so the e-reader has yet to evolve completely and will continue to evolve over the years. Thank you. Enjoy the video blog. And this was the textbook that was referred to several times in the video blog. Thank you for watching.